MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Darren Shields has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
Into the box, Ahmad Rosario, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 1.
First pitch on its way. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 1-0. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And one batter in, and the Cubs are going to have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and 0 now. Shields has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So digging in now, Alex Bregman. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Here's the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Wagner ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
The pitcher's jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position, and is danger of letting this thing get completely away from him. We'll see if he can put out the fire here, or if the inferno rages on.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Set and the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Andrew Benintendi comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Ready with the 0-2. Popped up. And no one will track it down. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
He's set. The 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mets lead it 2-0. John Ceda gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
For the Cubs, the shortstop, I'll admit, Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider laid off for a ball. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 1 out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First offering on its way. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 3. Jimenez is on deck. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Now in the box, Jimenez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Standing in, Joe Price. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate now, John Ceda, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
At the plate, Ahmad Rosario, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 home. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Jimenez is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Ryan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Javier Baez.
At the plate, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They're down 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Wagner. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And there's ball one. Wagner absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching is the fact that he knows he can't get beat inside. He has that split second more to be able to execute his game plan knowing he's not going to get jammed.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. Around second, he's on his way to third. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, man, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike one to start the at-bat. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he falls behind 0-2. A runner in scoring position with none out. Liner in there for a base hit. In to score the runner from third. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
George Springer the next to hit, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No one out with a runner at second. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now the 2-0 home. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Here's Mookie Betts. No balls and 1 strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
As a look, now the pitch.
Oh, the struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a 1-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Popped him up. Bryant waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Chen.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Timms, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to third. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 4-0.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Jamer Candelario.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, it'll be Jamer Candelario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Darren Shields. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
0-2 count, and the pitch popped up, and no one will track it down. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. As a team, they're hitting over 500 with runners in scoring position, something that is way easier said than done. So undeniably, that's been a huge factor in this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. At the plate, Joe Price comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Joe Price.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0. On the ground, a second for Baez. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ceda.
So striding in, John Ceda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
On the ground to the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Ahmad Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's it.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Up top, it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. Matt Wagner would be next. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Wagner, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The next 3-2. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Rafael Montero answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Rafael Montero.
George Springer will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 out, bases loaded. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. To short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mets 6 and the Cubs nothing. Striding in, Jimenez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Oh and 1, here it comes.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he missed with it. It's 1 and 2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
base.
He thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Throw into second. And he's safe. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So here's Albert Almora next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
The next Cub up, Javier Baez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Hard ground ball to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They still find themselves down 6-zip. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So now to the plate, Eric Timms, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. is at the knees and called strike 3.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Joe Price.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. Left side, but well fouled. The 0-2 once more. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Bryant takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Up next to the net, the pitcher, John Ceda.
Next up for New York, John Ceda. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Candelario is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Candelario.
Stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here's the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Rafael Montero.
Stepping in now, Rafael Montero. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Oh, and 2, here it is. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Popped him up. Price over to his left. And that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmad Rosario. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. They'll try again. 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Matt Wagner, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Line drive, base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Into the box, Alex Bregman. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back. Runner's on his way to third. That's a strike to throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. A man at third with one away. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Here's George Springer, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one, because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Men on third with 2 down. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Man, have a game, why don't you? With that RBI double, his 5th run driven into the game, he came to play in this one.
Standing in now, Mookie Betts, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Outside, 3-0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
The 3-0 is taken, strike one.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1 pitch takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Two out with the man at first. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Mets lead this one 8-0. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's good.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will run this one down. Moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Number 27.
Stepping in, Jimenez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Ryan.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out. Oh, that's off the plate.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Fouled away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Albert Almora would be next. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Bryant isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
The batter,
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Freddie McLeary is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 22, Freddie McLeary.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2 out here and a runner at second. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Number 86 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Digging in, Eric Timms. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Eric Tim.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Out of play off to the right. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Now batter, catcher, Joe Price.
Ready once again, Joe Price. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Candelario is over to take a look at it. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Here comes a left fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
The pitcher, number 22. Ready.
Brandon Crawford will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35. Brandon Crawford.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get in the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box now, Ahmad Rosario, and he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 once more. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Mets leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Alec Rivera gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 25.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bungle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Wagner backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, number 86.
Felix Pena will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 60, Felix Pena.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now a pitch on the way.
Nope, that's inside.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in once again, Aledmus Diaz. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Pause. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Springer. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Elmer Yamada enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Elmer Yamada.
Matt Wagner will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Matt Wagner.
And now a pitch on the way.
At the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set with the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Nobody out, runner on first. Very high, 2-1. From the stretch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
The 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
yours.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 9.
Every batter is going to get some opportunities with runners in scoring position. The difference with this guy is that he takes advantage of every one of them. That's his 7th RBI of the game. Not too shabby.
Jonathan Vaughn comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jonathan Vaughn.
At the plate now, Mookie Betts.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.